Hey there, everybody. It's me, Heidi Hollis, once again. And I got the bug to do another edition of Paranormal Screening. I am about to watch Paranormal Survivor once again. And for those of you that are new to what the heck I'm doing, so often I watch these paranormal programs and I'm like, there goes a shadow person. There goes another one. Oh, why did they say that? Where are we going with this? So I decided to go through this together with you because I also get a lot of emails from you guys stating the same thing, like, oh my gosh, Heidi, I just saw this and it was a shadow person. It wasn't this. It wasn't that. And I'm like, it makes me angry too. But it's not. It's not just about shadow people either. It's just misinterpretations or wrong angles. I don't know what it is, but it gets to be just bothersome sometimes. And sometimes it's just more fun for me to watch paranormal shows with somebody, and I don't have anybody that would watch these paranormal shows with me because all my friends are very big chickens, and that's to be understood because the stuff is rather freaky. So what can you say or do? So anyways, I'm about to eat my dinner while I watch this, and hopefully it's nothing really disgusting that we're going to see. Allergies are acting up today. It is raining like cats and dogs out here in Chicago. I don't know what the deal is. Oh, look, there's a crazy curl. What is that? Oh, I've got all crazy curls. Never mind. So anyways, here we go. Let's see what episode we got here. We have boop boop Paranormal Survivor Home Possession. Oh, that sounds like a good one. This is season 3, episode 10. So for those of you who have this on demand, let's gear up and let's watch this together. Okay. For those of you who do not know, it's channel 2. It's Destination Destination America, I believe. Yeah. So we're gonna do this. Why not? Because we can. And it's fun and it's interesting, and my dinner's getting cold. I was in the mood to do it again. Oh, I gotta get my cervical pillow on. It's always so much more comfortable, isn't it? I like it anyways. Alright, so, and a 1 and a 2. Why does this do that? Okay, here we go. The best scared I've ever been in my life. You are about to see real people. What the hell is going on? I usually don't like to watch these shows in the evening. But since you guys are with me, why not? I've never been terrified like that in my life. When ghosts take over your home. Like, oh my god. What's going on here?
I hated that entire house. I married this for nearly 30 years.
Be prepared to be afraid.
I gotta take the label off my bottled water so nobody gets influenced. And so this video doesn't get censored. That's my book. Don't censor me. Oh! Crap. I need to dictate. I was drinking my water. Incident occurred 1966, present to present. Rochester. Kathy speaking.
Paranormal Survivor 3, Story 24, Kathy's childhood haunt, Henry with Kathy, Martin.
I said 1966 to now. She's still living there, right? So what it means? Din din. Don't mind me as I snack and eat dinner.
Bought the house in the mid-50s. It's way out in the country, far back from the road. My parents lived there for about 10 years before I was born. My first memory, I was probably 2 years old. I was still in the crib. And 3 people walked into my bedroom. A woman and 2 men. Even though I was very small, I knew it was people that I did not recognize. They were dressed in old-fashioned clothing. The men were wearing suits. The woman had a little pillbox hat, a small veil. She was wearing a suit. I remember standing up, holding onto the side of my crib, looking at them.
They have unibrows.
3 of them were talking, and they were talking about me. I was confused, because because I didn't understand why these people were in my room.
Time to get out. It's just a little girl in her crib recalling this, a toddler. It's interesting. People remember when they're that young.
When I was about 7 or 8, I had a really creepy feeling one night. It just felt like something was in the room with me. I had a tall chest of drawers in my room that had a doll on it.
I hate dolls. Oh, the doll stood up. I've always hated dolls. Oh, I got
The doll
chills.
stood up and started walking back and forth across the top of the dresser.
Oh! I don't even want to look. Oh my god.
I was terrified. I didn't know what to do.
Oh.
And when he got to the room, the doll was still standing.
Daddy saw it. And it had glowing red eyes.
And he went to take the doll off the top of the dresser, and he couldn't touch it.
Oh no.
It was like there was invisible force field around the doll.
Like burned his
And all the hair
hand.
on his arm stood up.
Ho ho.
And he had picked up a book to knock the doll off. And that was how he was able to pick up the doll.
Wow. Oh, I have
He
such
said
chills.
he would take care of it.
Spirits can actually attach themselves to any object. However, dolls seem to be the most popular. I don't believe that burning any object, including the doll, is going to do any good because of the fact that a spirit attaches itself to something. If you take away that medium for it, it will only find another one. It has the capabilities to attach itself to anything or anyone.
I am totally freaked. I hate dolls. I'm not kidding. Since I was a kid, I mean, I have 6 sisters, okay? It's a big family. And, I would always like, hey, how are you? Somebody just said hello. But I would take my sister's dolls and, like, take their head off because I thought that was the only way to properly dispose and kill them. I only like stuffed animals, and Snoopy was my favorite. I'm just being honest. I cannot believe she had a freaking doll dancing across the top of her dresser, only for her dad to come in, see the same thing, eyes turn glowing red, and he goes to reach for it, and his hand gets burned. Heck no. Heck no.
Blinded by love for their home, Kathy's parents refused to acknowledge that spirits were slowly taking over.
They refused?
Strange things have happened in the house. I remember laying in my bed. It was a Saturday morning. And the way I was laying in the bed, I was facing the closet.
Yes, I am looking for shadow people. Oh! Her closet door just opened. White fingers came out. What is this thing?
The door opened.
It's her closet. It's always a
and man
closet.
walked out.
He looks like an astronaut.
And he came up towards the head of the bed. And he crossed his arms and laid his chin on his arms and just looked at me.
Oh, heck no.
He never said a word to me. He just looked at me. I
Disturbing.
remember laying in the bed with the blanket up near my chin and wanting to run away and just not being able to move out of fear, like frozen with fear.
We are watching Paranormal Survivor, Home Possession, Season 3, Episode 10.
I remember being very sick to my stomach, and I actually started to retch.
She's dry heaving, poor little girl. I felt
When he
like,
started to get sick, he stood up and walked back into the closet and shut the door.
what is with closets?
And I remember hearing the metal coat hangers clang against each other after he had left. I hated that room. I hated that entire house.
No duh. No shizzle, girl. That's crazy. Oh, there she goes to open up the closet door. No.
I seem to have had the most intense experiences. I don't know why it targeted me.
Soon it would become even more threatening, even more dangerous.
I remember feeling very, very cold.
Oh, it gets cold. It's time to get out.
I heard growling in the corner of the room, and I was being very quiet, being very still.
Oh my god, she's being lifted up in the air. That is some crazy, messed up stuff. For those of you who don't know, I was raised in a haunted house. Pretty familiar with some craziness. And even my sisters and I, we knew to have a pact not to be left alone. I'm fast forwarding through the commercial, don't mind me. Not to be left alone in the house, because we knew what was going on, whether our parents acknowledged it fully or not, though they did later, because they experienced stuff themselves. But wow, it's crazy. I don't understand this guy that came out of this girl's closet. He was all white, and you could see like his black hair, and he just put his face on his chin and stared at her. And when she started dry heaving at his obviously unhandsome looks, getting a little message just pop up. Sorry if I missed that last message there. He left. He's like, oh, heck no, I ain't gonna do vomit. Isn't that weird? Okay, we're past the commercial. Here we go. And I'm eating dinner. Don't mind me, sorry.
Kathy's continual torment, her parents refused to give up their home. This enabled the spirit's power over the home to intensify.
And I was lifted up off the mattress. And I was just left in the air, blankets and all,
That's terrible.
for several minutes.
Not cool. Dad came in and saw it.
I really had no idea what was happening.
Dad, you're a hot mess if you're not rescuing her.
I was hurt quite badly. Very bruised, very sore.
Handprints all over.
For quite a few days after. I asked my father to move several times and he wouldn't. He didn't want to sell the house.
That is cray-cray.
Throughout her entire childhood, Kathy was tortured by the paranormal activity in the house.
None of us could wait to move out of the house. I think I was 25 when I got married. And I moved out for good. It was wonderful.
25. Wow, the
When
sound is
Kathy
weird.
left, the activity continued until it took over the house completely. With her father now in a nursing home, Kathy finally convinced her mother to leave.
I
Wow.
told her to pack a bag. You're not staying here. And we opened one of the bedroom doors. And I had a large freestanding mirror in the corner. And it flew across the room and hit the door frame.
That could have killed them.
And we left everything behind. The refrigerator's still full, the freezer's full. There's dirty dishes in the sink.
Wow.
I was happy and I was relieved to be getting her out of there finally.
Wow. That's a clean cut.
Kathy and her mother refused to return, but would not sell the house because they didn't want to expose the buyers to the evil within. The property was abandoned to the spirits for 4 years before Kathy brought in paranormal investigator Ted Vanson.
What Kathy wanted from us was to kind of validate some of the stuff that she saw and she felt.
Val?
When
Hold
we
on.
first entered,
This always blows my mind. Validate that your eyes were not playing tricks on you. These are the same eyes you use to shave your legs, to drive your car, to cook your food. But you need somebody else to come in. Oh, somebody was asking. Sorry, I wasn't looking. The reflection on the screen makes it hard for me to read it, so I have to take off my glasses. Sorry. Yeah, I'm watching Paranormal Survivor. And I'm watching season 3, episode 10. You guys watch along. I can't show it because then it'll be cut off from YouTube, and that's not a good thing. So, but we can listen. And we'll just go over this together. So if you have it on demand, pull it up. It's pretty cool. But I just don't, it just blows my mind. You know, I understand people like, I want to prove that this is really going on, but who are you proving it to? Where's the audience? We're the audience.
The house, it was pretty heavy. Couldn't breathe. When you walked in the door, it's like they just picked up and left everything else behind.
Wow.
I was hoping Ted could get some kind of evidence or information as to who these people were that we saw in the house and maybe why they were there.
Something's laughing at you. Don't investigate it.
Ted started the investigation in Kathy's room, the center of the activity.
The strength of the negative energy, or the darkness, was pretty strong at first. When you walked in that room, you felt it. It doesn't want us there. You feel that, like two magnets when they hit each other, there's like a pushback. And that's what it was like when you first walked in that room.
Hello? Is there anyone here? I need to know who this is.
We heard "Hello, darlings." It was more like a male spirit pretending to be a female saying "Hello, darling."
Wow. Hello,
It
darlings.
was very evil, kind of mean. It was kind of sadistic.
Like, welcome
It
dinner.
wasn't nice at all.
Huh.
We had a handheld camera, and it was recording the room.
You hear that?
Growling. Shadow people.
I noticed a shadow that turned into basically a six-legged dark mass crawl up the wall, across the ceiling, probably the size of a child. That's how big it was. And
Did you hear that? We're gonna go backwards. Almost in all of these shows, shadow people emerge. And I don't know what it is about getting a bad connection with my video right now. But that is always the case when I'm talking about these freaks, that something technical goes goofy. So hopefully this is still running. Very bad connection. I'm sitting in my house with the most expensive Wi-Fi you can get. Come on now. Work. Work. We had to do a little blessing. Hello, Jesus' name. Come on, phone. So anyways, let's hear this part again. Always a shadow person. Shadow spiders. This time. The ones that I had the most experience with. Growling.
I noticed a shadow that turned into basically a six-legged dark mass crawl up the wall, across the ceiling, probably the size of a child. That's how big it was. And it was just black as black can be.
Yeah, that's them.
30 years of doing this, and I've never seen anything like that. You know, it was very strange. It was like it was right out of a horror film.
Shadow spiders.
I just saw a demon. Did I just see my first demon? Did I just, see my first real negative entity? I'm still not sure.
Different entities can exist in the same space.
Got loud.
So you can have human spirits that are in a particular location, as well as demonic spirits in a particular location. It would depend on what you brought into the house. It would depend on where the location is. If it were, let's say, constructed on a particular site, that might be more energetic or energetically located. So there are many reasons. It could even be the people in the homes that attract particular energies to them.
Interpretations are always amusing to me. It was a shadow spider. Demonic, yes. You will always find one. Give me a second. Because this is flipping out. Very bad connection, very bad connection, very bad connection, very bad connection. That's all it keeps telling me. And I am sitting here in my living room. There should be nothing wrong. But we're talking about my nemesis. Shadow people and Hatman. Hate their guts, they hate mine. It's all good. Oh. Hopefully the connection is good enough. Somebody send me a message, let me know that you're getting this still. Alright, so we're going to continue. The guys had a giant shadow spider crawling up the wall in front of them, showing legs. Lots of legs.
We were hoping that we would be able to catch that entity on a camera.
Nah.
And we reviewed everything. We've gone back over and over and over and not found it at all.
Not found
to
it.
me, that's very strange. And right now with this investigation, we don't have all the answers. And will we ever get them? Maybe. But it's ongoing.
Maybe.
Eventually, I would like to clear the house so that we can sell it and get rid of it. Until I get the answers. My mother is holding on to the property because she would rather let it fall to the ground than let another family live there.
Wow. What kind of people? That's nice of them. It still keeps saying bad connection. There's nothing wrong with my connection. Come on. Jesus' name, come on. Clear up my connection, please. These demons like to mess with me. They're not allowed in my home, though. They're coming through the ethers. Who knows? But yeah. Very, very odd. I am thinking that something is awry with this. Why? It doesn't make any sense to me. But that was a very interesting story. We're going to go on to the next one. What blows my mind about that story, though, they know they came across a demon, but I didn't hear anything along the lines of using faith to clear it out. It was just investigate and try to document. That's disappointing. Next one.
Ignoring a strong spirit can result in losing possession of your home. But if a spirit sets its sights on your home and your children, what's at risk is so much more.
Ah, my connection finally cleared up. Need a little Jesus sprinkled on there. 2014 East Peoria, Illinois. Tanya.
Paranormal 503, story 26. Tanya and Tracy's deadly house. Interview with Tanya. Marking.
Tracy and I had been dating just a few months before we decided to move in together.
See you later. Bye.
Moving fast.
Planning a wedding and just raising kids together is what we were looking forward to when we moved in together.
Evening.
Guys, come on, you're gonna be
Between them, Tanya and Tracy had 4 kids, and the house was in constant chaos.
It started not too long after we moved in. Things would go missing. I would set things down and they would have been moved.
That sucks.
Because we had so many people in the house. I really didn't pay attention to it.
moved in, it seemed like a little more activity started to happen, more noises, different sounds amongst the house.
Poor connection, once again.
Soon after Tanya and the kids moved in, things started to happen that defied rational explanation.
Back to bad connection.
Mom?
You know, as much as I pay for my internet, this should be working perfectly fine. In Chicago, over $200 a month for super duper high internet. Only if you talk about demons, then suddenly things don't work right. Fluctuating bad connection. Oh, it cleared up. How about that? Sorry, people that are trying to pay attention to this. So anyways, these people are experiencing steps, sounds around the steps, and the teenage girl is checking it out. So we're going to check it out with them.
I would hear footsteps every once in a while coming up our stairs.
The footsteps we would usually hear in the upstairs, they sounded like a heavy person walking across the floor.
Mom, is that you?
Commercial. She's looking at the steps. She hears the footsteps. And she's saying, Mom, is that you? If Mom's invisible, that's her. Oh, that's wrong. I stopped too soon. Hold on, I'm getting to it. We're skipping over the commercials. Nope. Still going, sorry. Craziness. Absolute craziness. Alright, here we go. Paranormal Survivor, Season 3, Episode 10. I love this series because they do depict two to three stories per episode. And 9 times out of 10, shadow people are trekking through the scene. And sometimes they call it for what it is. Other times they call it Harry, the ghost, or something. I don't know. It's just very fascinating to me. But I do like the stories. So we're going to get back to them. As I eat my butternut squash.
When Tracy and Tanya took possession of their new home, they had no idea it was already occupied.
Mom, is that you?
No, it's not me.
Automatically just think, oh hey, it's Mom coming up the stairs. And then when there wouldn't be anyone coming up the stairs, I would just kind of get quiet and ignore it.
A white call for Mom.
So I would smell cigarette smoke towards our bedroom.
In the hallway where the bathroom is, we would smell the cigarette smoke.
Do you smell smoke? Who is smoking?
We don't smoke. So they blamed it on the kids. The dog got in trouble.
It isn't me, Mom. I smell it too.
And I said, I know you've been smoking in the house. And they swore up and down, you know, Mom, we have not been smoking. But then I started noticing that when they weren't home either. And, you know, I had to eat crow and apologize to them that, hey, maybe it's not you.
Maybe.
There was no explanation as to why the house smelled like that. You know, I knew that there was something going on.
Spirit will often use footsteps or scents to get the attention of the homeowner. If Spirit wishes to be invisible, they'll be visible. If they want their presence known, they'll make their presence known. If this is not being paid attention to, then they'll become more aggressive and they will find other ways to communicate with the living.
Okay, so I gotta tell you guys something. I don't know why this bothers me. Tell me if this bothers you. But when people regard like a ghost or a spirit, they'll say spirit is able to. Spirit is not like. It's like they're saying like John is. Spirit is no a spirit, the spirit, not spirit. It's like, you know, in Australia and England, they'll say they went to hospital instead of to the hospital or a hospital. And I find that people talk different when they talk about the paranormal. It's like fluffiness. And I don't know why fluffiness and fluffy words bother me. Because I think it makes us stand apart, those of us that are involved in the field, with regular people. Because suddenly, when people get into these topics, they start using fluffiness to express things. And I think that's what bothers me, because we get kind of categorized, and partly because people use those kind of oddities in the way that they refer to things. Suddenly they don't use and the. Call me crazy. Tell me if it bothers you. It bothers me. I just can't help it.
We would feel as if someone was watching us, but there'd be nobody here.
The kids would come to us often and say that when they were watching TV, they felt like somebody was sitting there watching them.
Did you feel that? Let's get out of here.
They look frightened. One's got a Bieber do when he first.
And the TV just turned on by itself.
The TV popped back on. Okay.
After that, there was not a doubt in my mind. I was definitely convinced that there was something paranormal going on in the house.
The activity had at least been fairly low-key, but that was about to change.
Wow.
There was one night about 1:30 in the morning, Tracy and I woke up.
We hear like knocking on our bedroom door.
That ain't light knocking, that's loud.
We have a nightstand in our room. And on top of that, we had a fan.
Oh! It knocked everything over.
It flew off with such force that it started to come unplugged.
Their
We
door
kinda looked at
flung
each other
open
scared,
too.
wondering what happened, and we noticed that the fan was laying on the floor.
Scary fan.
There were no animals in our room, our door was shut, no windows open, there was nothing that could explain that.
Very weird.
It sounded like someone was hitting on the bottom of the floor, and we could feel it on our feet.
The two teenagers sitting there in the living room, and somebody's knocking on the floorboard. Go see who it is. Hello? Don't do it. Don't do it.
I was really scared.
They left the house. That's what me and my siblings would
I
do.
think we were at the store that night.
Sometimes.
They called us. They were all frantic.
Ugh. Horrifying. There's
Kids
Jim.
were outside. They were all pretty scared and shook up.
I'm not going back in there.
We didn't like the activity in the house. It made us scared at times.
I'm not going back in there. It's not safe.
You could see the look of fear on their faces. You knew that it was something.
It's not fine. It's not
They
fine.
described it as if somebody or several people were in the basement with broomsticks and they could feel the floor moving underneath them.
Yikes. Broomsticks.
It's a horrible feeling as a parent.
You guys ever live in an apartment where you hear somebody's upstairs and they're like stomping around having a party, something like that, and you get a broomstick and you pop, pop, pop? I've done it because I used to live on the college side of town in Milwaukee, and everybody was partying all the time, and it was really hard to get sleep. And so you always made sure that you had a broomstick handy so you could pop on the ceiling. Yeah. So hold on. Somebody was stuck in the basement. What likes to stick in the basement? The Grim Reaper types. Let's see if there's a Grim Reaper type on this show. This will be interesting. And I haven't watched this show. I swear to God, I haven't watched this show before. I just find it fun to watch it with more than just myself.
Because you want all of your kids to feel safe when something's happening that you can't explain. How do you protect them?
Gathering up her courage, Tanya steeled herself for combat.
I'm the only one that will go in the basement by myself.
What?
Anytime the kids go to the basement, they run back up the stairs because they feel like somebody's standing down there watching them.
This lady's going down.
Tanya forced herself to take a stand for her family and her home.
what's down there.
Brandon and I both found it downstairs. His book bag was back in the washer.
I knew about this back upstairs.
Book bag was in the washer.
Couldn't really explain it. Brandon kept saying, Mom, I know we brought that up. I know we did.
They hear laughter.
I can't let anyone know that I'm scared because I'm supposed to be the protector. I went to the back door and I opened it.
They won't show. We gotta go to past the commercial. I have it really loud. Sorry. Okay. Fast forwarding. You know, that lady's pretty ballsy to go down in that basement because, I tell you, there is something about basements I have never appreciated, and it comes from my bigger sister. Like, whenever I went down the stairs, and she would turn the lights off just as soon as you got to a real good, deep part of the basement. And we lived in a ranch house that was very long. So the basement was long. Oh, I hate basements. I hate basements. Okay, the show started up again. Season 3, Episode 10, Home Possession.
Tanya wanted to reclaim her home back from the spirit that was torturing her children, but the spirit wasn't going to give up so easily.
I went to the back door and I opened it. And it was a cross between like a laugh and a scream. It was almost like a cackle. And it was very loud and very distinct.
The...
It almost sounded like a witch's cackle.
Whoa! Run, don't walk.
The spirit is very strong. We had to do something, and we had to do it quick because you don't know what's going to happen next.
Very weird.
You have to think about your kids.
Tracy and Tanya called in on Ian for help. They started the investigation in the bedroom.
She's feeling the vibe. She's got her fingers out.
The reaction the sensitive had when they entered the house is a sense of heaviness. They could tell that there was something emotional that had happened here.
Emotional. Screaming.
The sensitive said the guy upstairs was an angry man. They said an older gentleman had just shot himself in my bedroom.
Oh, great. Nothing like a suicide in your bedroom. Ugh.
She felt that the depression that he had, the heaviness on her chest, and probably the melancholy before he had committed suicide. She definitely felt those emotions.
I wonder if he laughed like a witch.
You don't ever want to hear that somebody has committed suicide in your house.
No.
But at the same time, things started to make sense. The gentleman that lived here was a smoker, so maybe that's why we smelled cigarette smoke. I really feel like the male spirit's responsible for the activity that we've had in our room with the van, as well as the things we have on with the TV. I just wanted them gone.
There goes the eagle feather and the sage.
She said the St. Michael's prayer.
Defend us in our battle against this evil.
And it looked like a glowing white light.
God protect.
Do you think that Archangel Michael was a Native American? That they used the sage with a eagle feather? I don't understand it. Okay.
His family.
She kept encouraging them to go towards the light. I'm not sure he really wanted to.
It worked.
A witch could get rid of a witch.
It took them a little while to get him to cross over, but eventually he gave in. It seemed like all the heaviness was gone and everything went back to normal.
Did it last?
It's not how you spell it. Yes, it is. Everything's been good in the house since the cleansing. I feel good being in the house now.
definitely a relief. But I think the kids are definitely still worried that it'll happen again. I believed in the paranormal before we moved in. But when you're in the midst of it and it's happening to you, it's completely different. If you really feel like something's going on in your house, get help, because things like this do happen.
Okay, they're going to go on to the next story. I have a little bit of a question with this. So, cigarette smoke, okay, that could be associated with a ghost. The thing in the basement screaming, cackling like a witch and an animal, that sounds very much, sounds demonic. It sounds really dark. And then they get the psychic that comes through and does this Native American ritual thing, but using Archangel Michael's prayer. And it showed that the house owner was going through with him. I believe that prayer helps to rebuke these things and help clear them out. Sage and feathers, no. So I'm not sure exactly what kind of process they did, if they went throughout the house or whatever they did. But if they went throughout the house and got every corner, yeah, they could have got rid of this thing. However, I'm not fully convinced that they, it just looks so comfy, doesn't it? I'm just not so convinced that this, I mean, if it was a witch and the psychic practiced it, maybe she could command something like that to leave. Whatever it was dark that was in there, and they think it was a witch, and then the ghostly guy was somehow attached and being held by that witch, yeah, I could see getting that thing out. But other than that, not really. I didn't see a shadow person here. That would have been a bit more of a stinker to kick out. Continuing.
Experiencing psychological torture from a spirit who wants possession of your home can be devastating. But what if the spirit resorts to physical violence in order to remove the living?
Physical. Not good. Incident 2015, Golden Lake, Ontario. Natalie. Okay, Natalie's going to tell her story now.
Survivor 3, story 29. Natalie and Jason's Night of Terror. Interview with Natalie. Take 1, Martin.
Deep breaths. She's breathing.
It's a little 2-bedroom cottage. I believe it was built in like the 60s. There was tenants in and out of it. Nobody ever seemed to stay there for very long.
Natalie and Jason's cottage had been in the family for generations.
I have to say, I always get a kick out of people who end their sentences in questions, even though it's not a question. It makes me think that this is Los Angeles. I didn't know, is it Los Angeles? Maybe she's from LA.
Since they couldn't keep tenants, they decided to move in themselves.
Oh.
We would stay there through the weekends. Every time you were there, you feel headachy, be tired, drained.
Okay,
It's just me, or is it crazy hot in here? For me, I would get like a very warm feeling. Absolutely started to feel like, the walls were almost closing in on you, that you weren't alone.
A warm feeling?
I'm not feeling well again.
me too, my headache is back. I'd go there and I'd feel fine, and by the first night I'd have a headache and it wouldn't really go away and you felt drained. The symptoms would go away within 15 minutes of leaving the cottage.
Soon, the activity took a more aggressive turn.
The basement was primarily used for storage. She went to get some items.
So their tenants never told them
I instantly
why they kept
felt
leaving.
like somebody was there. Somebody was right next to me, but I tried to ignore it. Nothing really made me afraid until it grabbed me.
What's it doing?
I know fingers when I feel fingers, and it grabbed me.
Looks like it grabbed her leg. Why is she the one getting the paint anyways? Oh, she's got a handprint on her leg. Alright, that's jacked right there. That thing got personal in broad daylight. Not cute. Not cool. Alright, we're fast forwarding through the commercial. Oh, I overshot. We're going back. Oh, there we go. Oh. Holy smokes. Alright. Paranormal Survivor, Season 3, Episode 10. We're watching it together. Gonna see if we find shadow people or what we're finding.
Decision that Natalie and Jason would soon regret.
Oh.
I had definite, it looked like finger marks. My leg was just mottled with these little bizarre bruises.
Mottled. Sound like a jackal. Ooh! Run! Now she's running. She was busy looking at her leg.
At that point, but maybe things are gonna get bad. And I just wanted out of there.
Maybe.
She was just scared.
It was already bad.
Didn't know where it was going to stop.
It appeared to be a warning. A warning to get out.
That would have done it for me. I'm gonna deal with these things. I would have left.
It was a Friday night, and 4 o'clock in the morning, my phone goes off. It vibrates. I look at it, and there's nothing there. It's just a text from nobody. Like, it just says, hey. And I'm like, that's weird.
My phone's saying poor connection again.
I'm trying to fall back asleep. And all of a sudden I could hear like breathing. It was like a heavy, it was like a... All of a sudden I feel the end of the bed. Plain as day, somebody sat on the end of the bed and I thought, it was Natalie.
She's next to you.
And she's laying beside me.
Crap!
I'm like, oh my god, like this is, what's going on here?
He's scared. Ooh, what'd it do? It's pulling his leg.
Grab my leg. I felt a hand, plain as day.
Wow.
Nothing like that's ever happened to me before.
Oh, that's pretty messed up.
Now the ghost is starting to grab everybody.
That's 2 people. That's not everybody.
Many times it crossed my mind. Oh, should we stay here tonight?
That was a question. I would have been gone.
Their home. Natalie and Jason called in a series of paranormal experts to rid their cottage of the threatening presence.
Not look for validation, but get rid of them.
Identified the problem.
Here comes the feather.
Peek through of the cottage upstairs, and then she went into our bedroom.
Oh, she actually looks like she's native.
There's a portal here.
She said,
Okay, so unless you're Native American or Native Canadian, I don't understand the sage and the feather. I just don't. I'm Christian. I use the Christian way. Holy water, spring water, then I bless myself even and go throughout the house blessing it. Works for me. Don't need a feather. I wouldn't even know where to find an eagle feather. Oh.
I believe that there's a portal in your room. And she didn't even have to tell me where it was. There was always in the one corner of our bedroom. Whenever you were there, you always just had that sort of skin crawling, somebody's watching me feeling.
All the spirits, good and bad, are coming in here through this corner.
Good and
She
bad.
said that the spirits were coming and going quite freely through this portal. The problem is that there was also bad coming in from the portal.
Alright.
Holy Michael, Archangel, defend us in battle.
Archangel Michael again with the feather.
I believe the portal never closed.
Oh, Yeah.
hopeful their cottage was in their possession.
Isn't that interesting? He said he didn't think the portal closed. In the story just beforehand, it was the eagle feather, Archangel Michael prayer. I'm not Catholic. I don't know what that is about. I was always told, thou shalt have no other gods before me, so I speak to God. So that's just me, I guess, or that's just as non-Catholics. So I don't quite understand that prayer and the bowl of sage and feather. But we've done this already. All right, we're going to keep going.
Possession again. Jason and Nat.
Why did it work for the one beforehand? Witch? Telling another witch to leave? Oh no.
Literally nestled down in their now safe haven.
They're now safe
I don't
haven.
believe that she was successful closing it because the night of that's when the night of terror happened for us.
Night of
That was
Terror.
the night of terror. That was the night that you don't want to remember, you want to forget.
They both concur it was a night of terror. Oh, let's get ready for this one.
The minute I turned the light off, it started.
The minute. Oh. Here comes a woman.
You feel just the negative energy in the room. You can feel the heaviness.
Why are they showing a woman?
Something large.
I knew there was something beside me. I knew if I opened my eyes, it was going to be there and it was going to hurt me. That's why I didn't open my eyes. I've always believed it was a demon. That's what I believed.
Oh, he's got big scratches coming down his arm. But they showed a woman. Oh no. They show a big hairy man.
It felt like somebody took a knife and cut me open. It hurt that bad. There was a scratch right down my arm, three claw marks with blood.
Demonic.
I didn't know what to do. I don't know.
I've never been terrified like that in my life. And I was just praying for daylight.
That's pretty bad.
In a last-ditch effort to keep possession of their home, Natalie and Jason called in paranormal expert Katie Turner.
Natalie and Jason were very nervous. They felt that they were attacked, basically.
This is one of the usual narrators for Paranormal Survivor. She's the one that's dictating her own story. Should be interesting. Katie.
They had a few other teams come in, and they just couldn't get the answers that they were wanting. So they wanted to be able to get this entity out.
A few other teams? Katie faints.
There's many investigations. This by far was one of the most frightening places I've ever walked into. I started feeling physically ill. I felt burning. It was an experience that haunted me for weeks after.
And now you're talking about it.
Fellow investigator Marie head to the basement, the site where Natalie was grabbed.
As
She
soon
got
as we went
goosed.
down to the basement, we could hear singing. It was very clear that it was a little girl.
Not a little girl. But they're showing a little girl with her face bashed. Let's fast forward, shall we? I don't know why my phone keeps showing bad reception. Oh. So crazy.
It's gonna kill you.
Sorry, overshot. Do. Come on. Commercials, go. I got 4 minutes left. All right, here we go.
Agent America.
Yeah. There we go. A few more minutes.
There's a portal here.
When Natalie and Jason found out multiple negative spirits were coming into their cottage through a portal, they called Katie Turner for help.
Little girl face bashed in a approaching
Immediately
Katie.
she came around the corner and she was wearing a dress, but she had a burned face. You could smell smoke. She was scared, and she was scared of the entity that was upstairs. She was scared of the evil that resided in the home.
You're gonna help
I could feel her beside me, and I could feel her grab my hand.
the little ghost girl.
Little girls with me. And I had asked my fellow investigator to snap a photo.
She took a picture.
When the photo was taken,
And she
I
got-
started feeling a burning sensation in the back of my head.
Because it wasn't a little girl.
I had to leave the room because I felt like I was being partially possessed. This person was trying to show me how they felt. They were trying to show me how they had died.
Needing more answers about the spirits in the house, Katie decided to lead a seance.
Oh, come on now. All right, I had to pause it there. The guy got 3 scratch marks on him, right? 3 scratch marks. What is that? The Trinity? They're mocking the Trinity. 3 scratches. That's demonic. They're saying, little girl singing and dancing. They come on now. I hope they get to the demon part. I hope they really realize it before it's too late, okay?
What is your name?
Shannon.
What do you want?
I'm just kidding. What?
I started getting the name Wabane, and I believe that it was a native spirit.
Wabane?
And he was actually kicked out of his tribe. He wanted to tell us that he was in charge.
Get out.
He told us to get out. We were not welcome there.
Usually means
You could
demonic.
hear everything clear as a bell. There was no doubt in what it was saying.
Wow, they all heard it. Well, in a seance, you could.
Getting increasingly agitated. It was swearing at her. And she said, that's it. If you're going to be like that, we're going to go talk to somebody else.
Oh, a shadow
Physically jolted me.
slammed her to the ground.
It was definitely a male, mentally deranged, and very, very angry.
Well, Shazam. I'm confused. They show a shadow, but they keep saying he.
I was frightened. I felt like for the first time I didn't know what I was up against. I did feel that it was over our head. We really needed to act fast and we needed to get this entity out. We need to cleanse the house. And we will go room to room with some sage, some sea salt, and a white candle. And we basically cleansed each room and shoved the entity out.
Well,
And
they
we concluded into the kitchen.
got to every room. It's interesting. This might work. Up, front door flung open.
Actually opened. We were able to actually see the door open. We were able to see
And
that the
closed.
entity was exiting the house.
Might work. We'll see.
And as soon as the entity left the home, the energy in the home had changed.
I think they got it.
It was a tranquil feeling. It was a calming feeling.
We were all just exhausted.
Hello.
We were drained.
I think they got rid of it.
Definitely felt something lift.
Wow, I never catch the end. I need to get this situated better so it stops doing that, cutting off the end. So anyways, that was Paranormal Survivor, Season 3, Episode 10, Home Possessions. I think that was an interesting one. I don't back the Native American way of doing the cleansing on these houses unless you're Native. I don't know if this lady was Native, but the one thing that is effective, going room to room, the way that they did it involving the homeowner. That's why I figured that one would work. Sometimes it doesn't work because, I mean, come on now. I'm not native. I would not use that approach. So, but everybody seems to go towards that, and so often it fails them at some point, and then I get their emails. Go figure. So that was fascinating. How I could take my I didn't even get to use. Oh, it helps warm my neck though. It is cold here in Chicago. It's so cold, and it's rainy and icky. It's a perfect time to watch something spooky, so I did, and it was pretty good. Not one of the best I've seen. Not really like horrifying, but it was pretty cool. But you know what? If there's an episode, if there's a show or something that you want me to go through and watch with you guys, let me know. Apparently, my DVR is not recording the other shows that I want to watch. I like the Paranormal Witness, Paranormal Survivor, and A Haunting. The ghost hunting shows are interesting to an extent. But once you've run through a dark room screaming, haven't we all seen that? I think I've seen that. It's interesting, but I think I've seen it. It's okay, though. So, yeah. Anyways, don't forget, you guys could catch me co-hosting on The Kevin Cook Show on Tuesday nights at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. And then my show, The Outlander, same time, 8 p.m. Central Standard Time until 9:30 p.m. on InceptionRadioNetwork.com. If you don't go there, go to my main website, HeidiHollis.com. And you'll see so much there. And I have got to tell you guys the fantastic news. It has been my 1-year anniversary for the Outlanders comic. Millions upon millions of readers. I want to thank you guys for checking it out. It's doing well. It's trending, and I have you guys to thank. And it's been a wild ride. I've been having so much fun doing it. So be sure to go to theoutlanderscomic.com. Enjoy the heck out of it as much as I enjoy putting it up there. And I'm enjoying watching these shows with you guys. I didn't finish eating all my dinner, but oh look, I almost dumped it. This is butternut squash was really good, but I'm kind of full. So I think I'm gonna sit here. I think I'm gonna put on my Nintendo Switch and explore Zelda. I love it. All right, you guys have an awesome evening, and remember, get in touch if there's something you'd like me to check out and watch with you guys. All right, take care. Bye.